Hi, and welcome back to Learning Partner. So this is ReactJs tutorial, right? So we started with project creation. We have seen what are component, how do we write event, how do we bind the data, and last episode we have discussed what is use state. It's a hook. So once we complete again 5 to 6 episodes, then you will have the clear idea about what is hook, right? Unless if we just go through the definition, right? Instead of just going through the definition, if you see various hooks, then you will get the clear idea ki what is hook, what do we call it as a hook, right? Now in this episode we are going to talk about use effect. This is another hook what we are going to see. Before moving ahead, if you are new to my channel, please do subscribe. In video description you will be finding a link of my WhatsApp group. You can join that. Now, so same project we are following, right? So let's create a new component. Use effect. You also do the same thing whenever you are creating, whenever you are learning something, right? In either in React or in Angular, create a different component for different code. So if you want to revisit some particular code, particular topic, so you can just revisit that component, you get to understand and you can revise it better, right? Now, so we have to create a function. Function name will be use example, and we just have to simply export default effect example. Fine. So we created a component. Let's return something for now. An empty div I'm returning, and inside that simply h5 and use right. Fine. So we created a component. Now we have to render it. So again, we have to go to app.tsx. Till now we have not implemented our routing. So once we implement the routing, then we will have navbar and everything. But for now, just basic topic I'm explaining. That's why we are going with this. We are rendering like component like this. Fine. Let's say so your component is getting rendered now. So what is use effect? So use effect is also kind of hook. What are its purposes, right? So how do we write it first of all? So in your function, you can write like this. Again, you need an input of the same. It's a lifecycle hook, okay? If you are coming from Angular, so in Angular also we have lifecycle event. We have so many, but here we just have one, that is use effect. We use it in a multiple way. Now, simply I will put console.log. Here I will say plain use effect. Okay. Let's see how many times this console get printed. If I open it, console. So here you can see, let me reload one more time. So your use effect got executed 2 times. Let me add a debugger. If some people will understand debugger better, right? So if I reload, first time, second time. So your use effect got created 2 times, means use effect got executed 2 times. Fine. Now let's create a state. Constant square bracket, let's say course name, set course name, use state, and we will initialize with Angular. By default, we are setting the state value as Angular. And over here, we will print this also. Course name, I'm printing. Then we will have a button. On click of button, we will try to change the value of that state. On click, change course name. Fine. Let's create this function. Constant arrow function. Now in this function, what we are going to do, we are going to change the state value to ReactJs. Fine. And just see this, ki how many times this use effect will execute. Let's clear it. Button title is missing. Change course. Fine. Let's reload. So on the page load, that use effect got executed 2 times. Fine. I'm clearing it. Now once I click on this button, I'm changing my state. Click. Again it got executed. So this is one way of using use effect. So if your use effect is like this, every time for every re-render, your use effect will execute. On the page load, 2 times it got executed. Whenever your state changes, again it will execute. Okay, let's try one more state. Course videos, set videos count, use state. Let's add data type, number type of value I'm going to store. By default, I'm keeping it 0. Let's add br tag. So here also I'm doing the same thing. We have second state, that is course videos. And here, just like this, I will create one more function to change the course videos length. Change course videos length. And here we will use this method and I will make it 20. It's a integer, right? Number. So we have to give value as an integer over here. And this function I will call it over here. Okay, just pay attention again. Now in our component we have two state and we have just written a single use effect. Reload. So on the page load, use effect got executed 2 times. Once I change the course, again use effect got executed. Once I change the course videos, again use effect got executed. Now you understood? Whenever there is a change, your use effect will execute again. So whenever we talk about use effect, the technical term is side effect. Whenever there is a change in your state, you can write some code on it in use effect. Okay. Now, this is one way. One more variation is this. Let's say on the page load, you need to do something and only once. So as I said, the use effect is nothing but a life cycle. On the page load means once your component load, you have to do something only once. So for that, you use effect like this with dependency, comma, empty array. So this use effect will execute only one time. Let me show you. Use effect specific I'm writing with empty dependency. So this is what we call as a dependency. We will see that what do we pass it over here. Okay, now see how many times this will affect and how many times this will execute. It's clear, reload. So empty dependency got executed 2 times because why it is executing 2 times? Because where it is, here we have a strict mode. If I remove this strict mode now, you will see it execute only once. Reload. Now see, plain use effect got executed once and this one got executed once. Now if I change the value of the course name, see only plain use effect is getting executed. If I change the course count, see only this is not getting executed again. So if you pass a empty dependency over here, this use effect will execute only on the page component load for the first time only. So if you have to do something on the page load, right? Let's write an alert. Alert. Welcome to use effect component. So this alert will execute only once. So on the component load, whenever your component load for the first time and you need to do something, basically on the page load, normally on the page load, you make an API call. So everything will happen from over here. You need to pass an empty dependency. So it will execute only once on the component load. Let's reload. So one time we got, then I'm changing the state, but see, your alert is not coming again because this will execute only one time. Make sense? Now, there is one more variation of the use effect. Now, in our component, we have two states. Let's say whenever there is a change in your course video, you need to write some code. Whenever your course video state change, you need to write a code on that in response to that reactivity, right? So for that, use effect. And here in empty, instead of empty dependency, you can pass the state. Course videos, I'm passing it over here. Log. Now here you can see use effect with dependency. So this is a use effect with dependency. What is the dependency? This particular state. Now when it will execute, whenever there is a change in this state, then only it will execute. Multiple time it will execute. Whenever there is a change in course videos, okay? Now what I will do, I will create particular course. I will create multiple buttons, and this function, instead of a normal one, let's add a parameter. Videos length, data type number. Right now this function has a parameter, so now we have to change our way how we write a API function call, right? So we have to pass a function parameter like this. Change course name. Here I'm passing 10. Let me copy. Right, so if you have a function and that function has a parameter, so this is the way how you pass a parameter. So here I'm passing at 20, here I'm passing as 30, 10, 20 and 30. So course duration, course videos length, I'm changing 3 times. Okay, so see now how many times this will execute where we have the dependency. Let's clear it, reload. So first time your plane got all the use effect got executed because it is one time, because this also got executed because your state got changed. The initial, whenever you do the initialization, at that time it is changing, so this also got executed. Now if I change the course name, only plain use effect where we don't have any use effect, this will call on the page load. Whenever any state value get changed, it will call, because there is no use effect. So this will call, this will execute for every state change and on the component load also. Fine. Now if I'm changing this value to 20, see this also got executed and we use effect with dependency, because here we have a dependency of course video. So if whenever course video get changed, this use effect will execute again. For better understanding, add a debugger. Sometimes log won't help you, but if you add a debugger, you will be able to understand. See, I'm changing the course. Now current value is 20. I'm changing the state to 30. See, again your use effect got executed. I'm changing to 10. See, understood? Let's write the same use effect for course name. Course name. So here course name I'm passing. Just like that, here we will pass the dependency as course videos. Now we have two use effect with the dependencies. Here we have one dependency of the videos. Whenever there is a change in videos, this effect will execute. Whenever there is a change in course name, this effect will execute. Let's see it. This is very important. Get it clear. Reload. So on the page load, two effects got executed, then this also got executed. Now see, I'm clearing it. I'm changing the videos. So see, use effect with dependency course video got executed. So that particular use effect got executed. Now if I change to course, change the course name, see, second use effect with this dependency got executed. Understood? Now let's have one more use effect. Here in dependency, you will have both the dependency, course videos also. Sorry. Just a minute. So we are creating one more use effect, but here I'm adding the dependencies, both of the dependencies. Means this use effect will execute whenever there is a change either in this or this. Because in dependency I have both of the state. Dependencies with both. This I'm writing. So see how many times this will execute. Let's reload. Okay, with both also got executed. Let's clear. Even if I'm changing course name, this also got executed and with both also got executed. Even if I'm changing the videos, see, getting it? So dependency means what number of state are there, if any of the change, this will execute. Let's say you are in the you are on the table and you have a edit button. On click of edit, you are changing the state. Okay, and whatever the record you are trying to edit, was that record change, you want to make an API call. So this is that place where you can do. Okay, this is the empty dependency you can write on the page load, on the component load, whatever the code you need to write. Normally API call, some subscription you need to do. So that kind of code you will write it over here. Whatever the code you want to execute on the page load for the first time. After that, this will execute for every state change. On the page load also it will execute. Whenever there is a state change, this will again execute. Normally we don't use this because it's a performance, it will degrade your performance, but because for every state change, this will execute unnecessary. So we use empty array for page load thing, then respective state changes. If any of the state value get changed and you want to write some code, so you do like this. Let's say you have cart item. You are working on an e-commerce application, you have cart item, user is clicking on it, and you want to show the total somewhere. So whenever there is a change in the cart list, you can write a use effect in the dependency, and here you can calculate the total amount that you can print it somewhere. So moving ahead, we are going to see so many scenarios, but again, as I said, I'm going with very slow. Each episode, I'm going to focus on one particular thing only. I'm not, because there are so many other example of use effect. I cannot take that right now because if you are a fresher, you will find it lost. Okay. So once the basic is clear, then I will explain all the scenarios. Okay. So be with me for that time. Okay. So I hope use effect is clear. And when you are implementing, try the same way. All this you have to try it and you have to see it, add a debugger and check how it is executing. If you are not understanding with console, add a debugger. You will understand how those use effects are getting executed. Make sense? Right? So thank you for watching. If you are following every day, just add comments so I also get to know how many people are watching it daily. So if any suggestions is there, if I'm going very fast or something needs to improve, because this is 2 or 3 years back I had done the React, but now again I'm doing the same thing because as the market need, right? We cannot be limited with the Angular, so we have to keep our options open. So having one more technology in your bucket always helps, right? So do comment, and in video description you will be finding a link of my WhatsApp group. You can join that. If you are not subscribed, please do subscribe. That's it.